Is this some type of joke? So if you guys haven't heard already, this week we have Phayze. And if you look at the monkeys available, they have banned every single tower that has a Paragon related to it. So it's impossible to build Paragons, but there's a Paragon limit of 4. So I don't really understand the catch. So without any Paragons, we're going to be taking on ranked elite Phayze today, with the goal of getting into the top 50, which is currently about 750,000. So let's see if I can do it. Let's hop right into it. And don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy the content. It goes a long way. Now, the main thing I know about these least cash spent bosses when you're doing elite is you want to have every single tower you place have a particular use with it. So we're going to start with a farm here. I just tanked the Bloons on round 1 with the spikes. And then the first tower I'm actually going to place, let's think about this. I need something that's going to pop the early rounds, but also be useful for me later in the match. And I'm thinking that's going to be a sniper, because sniper, I can use the cripple mob late, which is going to be extremely helpful. So we'll get the sniper down right here. We'll just put it on strong targeting. This should be able to clean up the round pretty well. Is sniper going to be enough, though? I do want to upgrade the farm, obviously, too. It looks like that's enough for round 3. Okay. Round 4 is starting to push here. Maybe I should have bought a little bit more defense for this round, but I'm going to upgrade the farm. We'll get increased production on this bad boy. All right, so this is my starting setup here. I have a glue gunner, which is going to be upgraded into a glue storm later. That's going to be helpful. I have our sniper, which is going to be a cripple later, and I have our Adora placed. Adora is super important for me to bring here because our late game setup is probably going to involve the super monkey and the sun avatar in specific. The sun avatar is really effective against bosses if you have a lot of debuffers with it, which we do in our tower selection. So yeah. But off the start here, we'll get a great production farm, and then this farm is most likely going to be upgraded to an IMF alone. I'm going to do some IMF alone tactics today, which should help me out. Now, we have racked up quite a bit of time here. We have 4 minutes on the clock, but I don't really care too much about the time. This is the least cash spent, and I'm pretty sure the time only comes into play if you tie someone with cash spent, which is very unlikely, so I'm not going to worry about it. All right, here we go, guys. This is my current setup. We're on round 31 now. I've got 8K in the bank, so I'm actually going to collect this. We're going to upgrade to the IMF alone, and I'm going to redeposit all of my money. So then it builds the money inside of it quicker, and I'm just going to keep redepositing the cash. Now, the plan is pretty much right when I get this IMF alone ability available, I will collect this, use the IMF alone ability, and then build up a Monkeyopolis farm out of it with the farm sacrificed. And that should be pretty effective farming for us. Collect. Get a village down right here. Get a second village down to discount. And then I'm going to use you. Let's get a little bit more money first, because I'm not sure if we have enough currently. I think we do, though. You. All right, perfect. We got it up. That's exactly what we're looking for. And this will make me a good bit of money per round. And then with this cash I make from the Monkeyopolis, the next plan is to get a heli down on the field, believe it or not. The heli is going to be super important for us. Now, the heli is going to be upgraded into a support Chinook. This will make us a lot of money. It'll give us lives, but the main purpose is I can Chinook around like my super brittle late game, which will give us a lot better defense. And the nice part is all of my towers that are attacking are inside of the range of the village, so that means we'll get the increased cash per pop, which is also important here. And now the boss is coming out. Okay. The plan against this boss is basically to get a embrittlement and a super monkey. But we have a lot of time to deal with the boss, because if we don't pop it, Phayze is decently slow. When you pop it, it obviously like skips around the map. So first, I'd like to get the support Chinook up, which I should be able to get here really soon. Come on, support Chinook. Perfect. Now that I have the Chinook up, I can get an ice tower down here. Let's go for a Adora ability. And I'll get my super monkey down here pretty soon as well. Super monkey will go under double discount range. Nice. Most of the super monkeys this game will be the bottom path super monkey, so they can hit Phayze all the time. But the first super monkey, I think, can get middle path on, because the first tier of Phayze is not very difficult. Only 13,000 HP, as you can see. Also, I need to collect that crate. I don't know how long that was available, but embrittlement should decamo Phayze a little bit, and then our super monkey will deal pretty good damage to it. This should work decently. I'm trying to get that sun avatar up, though, is going to be the plan. And then once I get the sun avatar up, sun avatar plus embrittlement, I think will be enough. Okay, Phayze jumped forward. That's fine. We almost have enough for the sun avatar. Come on. Get it up. Perfect. Sun avatar has been bought. That's Chinook U. We're good against those camos. And this is where the Chinook comes in handy, because I'm just going to be able to Chinook this embrittlement around the map and then allow my sun avatar to deal really good damage against Phayze. And make sure to keep on using those crates when they come available too. The Chinook also camos a lot of the balloons too, which helps my Sun Avatar clean up. So it's a pretty good pairing. Okay, we should go take down this next tier here soon. Oh, I need to get jungle drums on my village. I kind of forgot about that. I'm not going to lie. That's not very good. Well, maybe jungle drums was not a good buy because I'm going to be sacrificing the village into my Sun Temple for the support sacrifice here soon. So I don't know if that makes me over-sacrifice it now. That might have been a bad buy. Let's move my Sun Avatar a little bit. That was not a very good move of it. Do I even pop Phayze here? I kind of have messed up this defense a little bit. I'm not going to lie. In a couple ways I've messed this up. I'm going to hope we still have enough firepower to get through. But mistakes have been made for sure. Okay, this is the last skull. I think we're good against Phayze still. I'd like to believe so. Let's move our embrittlement down here. Come on. Come on, Super Monkey. You can do this. I need to decamo it again. We're so close. Oh my gosh. Collect the crates. We're fine, we're fine. Come on, Phayze. Die. Okay, despite all of our mistakes, we still took down Phayze. You know, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Could have been cleaner for sure, but we're chilling. All right, tier 2 of Phayze is here now, guys. We have 90k on hand, so we're close to getting that Sun Temple up. That's the next thing I'm aiming for. I'm just gonna keep the embrittlement towards the back, actually, for now. You'll see why. I don't want to sacrifice the embrittlement into the Sun Temple. Once we get the Sun Temple up, we'll be getting triple discount villages and starting to spam Sun Avatars is kind of the plan here. All right, should be able to get that Sun Temple in a second. I actually kind of don't want to sacrifice you. We want to only sacrifice stuff that's important. Oh, camo balloons are a little bit scary. I'm fine here. Embrittlement decamos, we're good. All right. Sun Temple has now been bought. That's big. That's not really going to damage Phayze, but it's totally fine. And now the plan is I get a village right here. We'll be getting 3 discount villages, ladies and gentlemen. Triple discounting Sun Avatars. We have to save every single dollar I possibly can while defending Phayze. A village right here. Okay, more regrow camos. I'm good. And a third and final village right about here, probably. And now under 3 discounts, I will get a Super Monkey up with Ultra Vision. And I might as well move my embrittlement now too, because we can start dealing damage. And we'll build this into a Sun Avatar, and we'll start spamming Sun Avatars. This is the entire plan. Plus the Sun Avatars now have the buffs from the Sun Temple, which was really important. So this should work out pretty well for us. Sun Avatar 1 is up on the field. And all the Sun Avatars will have Ultra Vision on them too, so they can see Phayze 100% of the time. Because even though you can decamo Phayze with embrittlement, it doesn't give you 100% of the time because of how Phayze works. It's kind of odd. I'm also going to get a triple discounted Glue Strike. This will give us a lot of extra damage for a cheap price against Phayze. We might as well use the Bowl of Light 2 and the Adore ability just for some extra DPS. Let's get Jungle Drums on one of these villages as well. Might as well move the Sun Avatar up here. So then, I guess I should have moved the other one, huh? Blue Strike. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Hopefully we can take down Phayze here. This is actually going to be really sketchy again. It kind of builds on top of it, you know? I messed up the first tier a little bit, so that makes the second tier even more difficult to do while having everything optimized, obviously. But I think we might be fine here. As long as we keep building up these Sun Avatars. Wait, it's outside of my embrittlement range, though. Maybe I should have moved my embrittlement instead of moving my Sun Avatar there. That's fine. I think we're good. I think we're good. We're actually popping these tiers really fast now towards the back end. I feel like we're totally fine here. Oh yeah, that wasn't actually that bad. All right. Nice. Tier 2 popped. And I feel like we've popped both tiers while getting a nice defensive setup that should put us in a good spot for the future tiers. We've got the triple discount. We have our Sun Temple helping us out. This is great. Oh, one thing I noticed that I made the mistake of is I didn't Chinook my initial glue gunner to make it into my glue strike. So I spent an extra, what, $225 on a second glue, which isn't really going to be as useful to us. I guess maybe I could go for 2 glue strikes because a glue strike doesn't have full uptime. So that'll probably be the plan. We'll do 2 glue strikes later on. I think that's fine. So going into this next tier, there's a couple things I want to buy. First is the permanent brew. This is going to be very important. It's going to give all Sun Avatars more range, more attack speed, plus 2 damage because of 1 damage from the AMD, and then 1 more damage from the brew. Next thing I'm going to buy is the super brittle, which is also going to be super important. That's going to give us plus 4 damage instead of plus 1 damage. And lastly, we will want to buy the cripple mob as well. So let's actually chinook this. Can I get it under triple discount? I think I should be able to. If I move this down, I'll give space to get a triple discounted cripple, which is important. And those are the 3 things I'm going to buy to kind of help us out for this next tier of the boss. Yeah, this will be under triple discount now. Our super brittle doesn't need to be under triple discount. It only needs to be under Sun Temple because I already have it to a 4th tier, so the discount villages won't really help this guy out at all. All right, Phayze is out. Let's get super brittle first. Let's glue strike as well. We are dealing damage actually pretty fast here, even though it's tier 3. The super brittle is really helpful, and so is the perma brew. And the next thing we save up for is definitely going to be that cripple. Okay, so we're still 25.6k for the cripple. Is it worth to get shrapnel shot on it? $240. I'm like so greedy. I don't know if the extra damage from the shrapnel is worth. I'll buy it. I'll buy it. Maybe it isn't worth, maybe it is, but we'll buy it. Also, I need to make sure I'm chinooking this guy. That is actually kind of bad that I did not chinook this yet. That's going to give us a lot of extra damage. Okay. We're doing fine here. About to get the cripple up here in a second. Keep glue striking. We're dealing damage against this actually pretty quickly here. I've spent a total of 345k, 371k now. And what was the amount that I was trying to beat? I think it was 750k is the amount I'm kind of aiming for. So we're sitting pretty right now. Now with this setup, I'll start building up another Sun Avatar. We're looking good. We're looking good. Glue strike again. All right. We have 2 more skulls remaining, I'm pretty sure here. What I can do is actually chinook a Sun Avatar back here. And that'll give me space to place another one under triple discount, right? Or no? I had one here beforehand. Why can't I place it now? That's weird. Oh well. I think either way, we've got enough defense to beat this without it. I would have just liked to place it if possible. All right, last glue strike ability. And it looks like tier 3 boss is going down here pretty well. And we've got a really nice defensive setup too. All right, the next tier of the boss is now here, ladies and gentlemen, tier 4. So we've got a couple more Sun Avatars here now. I actually completely forgot to move my super brittle, which is not very smart of me. But one thing we can buy is Homeland Defense for sure. That's going to be really effective for us. So we'll use this right away. We'll use Glue Storm. We'll use Bowl of Light. And I got to make sure to move this Sun Avatar, not the Sun Avatar, the super brittle in their range now. And I might as well get a Call to Arms too, right? Because I can cycle Homeland Defense and Call to Arms. And the villages are discounted as well with the triple discount. So this should be pretty effective. Okay, let's get the second Glue Storm up too. So we'll have 2 Glue Strikes. I could get a Glue Storm, but 2 Glue Strikes is actually 100% uptime on the boss. So there's no reason to get a Glue Storm when that's more than the price of 2 Glue Strikes, if that makes sense. It would be redundant. All right, how are we doing against this boss here? It looks like we're doing fine. Homeland, I'm kind of forgetting to use my Call to Arms, aren't I? I don't think this tier will be that difficult. Tier 5 is going to be my main concern here. All right, we've got it down pretty low here. I think we'll beat it with our setup. I might need more Sun Avatars. I'll probably get more Sun Avatars for the next tier. But I really don't want to micromanage buying defense and stuff while there's a boss on the screen, you know? It's pretty sketch to do that, so I'm just going to hope this is enough. And it's looking like it is. Come on, boss, go down here. Let's use Homeland Defense. We have 693,000 HP left. Only like 1 skull to go. We're doing really good here. We've spent 500,000, so our money spent's actually not that much currently, which is a really good sign. And we haven't had to use Adora's Sacrifice yet. That is our plan for the 5th tier, guys. The plan for the 5th tier is going to be centered around the Adora Sacrifice. That's going to be huge for us. All right, the boss should be going down here in a second. We use Adora's Bowl of Light just to help us out a little bit. We use Homeland Defense one more time. And there we have it. All right, tier 4 has been popped. Now going into tier 5, I probably want to get, how many Sun Avatars do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably want to get 1 or 2 more. So I'm going to move a Sun Avatar. Where do I even want to move it though? I guess we can move a Sun Avatar like right here. That's not a terrible spot. And then I can get another triple discounted one. If I can find the location that I had it before. There it is. Perfect. So that puts us at 10 Sun Avatars. I think maybe go for one more on top of that. And then we'll call it quits. So I'll have 11. 11 should be good for the last tier. If we're doing the blood sacrifice ability from Adora as well. We also want to make sure to start with our super riddle down at the bottom. That's super important. Microing everything well is going to be top of the priority. I've kind of done the math a little bit, and you need to get $5,000 sacrifice for the Adora blood sacrifice, which is going to buff my Sun Avatars. But $5,000, the best way for me to do this is going to be using a 420 embrittlement. But I have to make sure when I sacrifice the embrittlement, it is not cheapened by anything on the field. So it can't be in the range of my temple or my villages to cost over $5,000. All right, here we go, guys. We have 4 embrittlements pre-placed, which are going to be sacrifices into the Adora for my stronger Sun Avatars and stuff. And let's start this thing off with a sacrifice, with a Holman defense, with a glue strike, with a bowl of light, with an Adora ability, and start damaging this boss, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be freaking intense. I have to be on top of my ability timings here. So like right when Holman defense wears off, I am going to use this Call to Arms ability. And got to make sure to glue strike whenever the glue strikes wear off as well. Homeland defense. And then when the Adora sacrifice wears off, we're obviously going to reapply Adora sac as well. Okay, Adora sacrifice has worn off. We'll reapply it. Sacrifice another thing. Nice. Make sure to move my super riddle here. Okay. We're doing fine. Homeland defense, glue strike. There's no way to tell when the Adora sacrifice wears off indicator-wise. Like, I have to look at the Sun Avatar, right? There's nothing I can look at the abilities at the bottom to tell, which is a little bit annoying. But I guess it is what it is. Just more to micromanage, I guess. Might as well move an embrittlement up at the top so I have an embrittlement going soon. I won't sacrifice this one. I'll sacrifice the other one. Yeah, I'll sacrifice this one. Perfect. Be smart about it, Ryan. All right, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. Another tier taken down. Nice. Call to Arms. Ability. Bowl of Light. I think this sacrifice buff is going to run out here soon, according to my calculations. Homeland defense. We're off. We'll sacrifice another embrittlement, and we'll rebuy one right here. Perfect. All right, this boss is kind of out of the range of some of my Sun Avatars, which isn't great by any means. Maybe I can Chinook it to the top. Would be good. Make good use of my Chinooks here. I feel like I've been pretty on top of the abilities. We have 5.2 out of 10.4 million HP left, so we're doing really good. We're doing very, very good. Homeland defense. Bowl of Light. Adora ability. Adora sacrifice wore off. We'll use it again. Glue Storm. Get the crate in here, because why the heck not? Another embrittlement. 587,000 spent. Okay. Call to Arms. Maybe move another one of these. Homeland defense. Actually, instead of moving a Sun Avatar there, I probably should have moved my Super Brittle, because it's gonna get out of the Super Brittle range here soon, isn't it? Sacrifice. Come on. Homeland defense. Blue Storm. Move you. Here. Alright, we're doing really good. Another Glue Strike. Call to Arms. Ability. Do I not have to sacrifice yet? Not yet, not yet. Sacrifice now? Alright. How much HP do I have left? How much HP do I have left? Do I need to do another sacrifice or not? I'm not sure. I think I do need to do another sacrifice. Okay, we'll get another embrittlement down here. Actually, I might as well Chinook the embrittlement now that I placed it outside of the Sun Temple's range to get more damage. Okay, we're almost down to the last skull, ladies and gentlemen. Last skull. Come on. I might have actually overspent on defense. I feel like I'll pop this with some room to go, maybe. Unless I'm feeling a little bit too cocky about it. I might have actually been able to even minimize a little bit more. Move Super Brittle down. Okay, wait. Sacrifice? Actually, maybe not. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Come on. I need another sacrifice. Wait, no I don't. I don't yet. Oh my gosh, we're so close. I think we're dead here. I honestly think if I timed my abilities better, I probably would have had this. I think it's doable. I think it's doable. No, we'll retry from 120. This time around, though, I know I need to get up a lot more embrittlements than I started with last time. So I might as well just have these from the get-go, you know? Like 6 of them. Or maybe even more than 6. Yeah, how many did we use last time? I think we'll get like 8. We'll start with 7. We'll start with 7. Okay. All right, did we get her done this time? It's so close again, dude. I feel like we're doing slightly better, but maybe not enough better. I'm not sure. It's gonna be so tight. I might as well. I think the next sacrifice will probably just be a top sun avatar. Come on. Sacrifice you. Please. Don't die. We're so close. Please. Pop it, pop it, pop it. Let's go. 597,000. I feel like that's a really good score. Oh my gosh. We optimized the crap out of this run. All right, where we're at the leaderboard. I'm number 6. Oh, there's no way I'm number 6, bro. That's actually insane. 549 is actually possible. I can see how these people around me got like 594, maybe even 57, but 549 is insane. Guys, they've finally done it. For the first time in BTD6 history, we have an elite boss on Chimps mode. Now, obviously, with this being Chimps mode, there has to be some modifiers to make this happen. And those modifiers being the Moabs are slower. The Moabs actually have more HP though, which is interesting. And the boss HP and speed is heavily reduced. But as always with the boss videos, I want something to aim for, so we're doing ranked. And this week, it's least cash spent, which actually fits Chimps mode pretty well. And looks like top 10 is roughly 300k, so I think that's a pretty good goal to aim for. And also, don't forget to use code Mehalic pops in the BT6 shop. But now, let's see if I can beat a boss in Chimps mode. All right, here we go, guys. We are in Chimps mode versus a boss today. Pretty insane stuff. Now, look at this. I have $4,500 starting cash. So what I'm actually going to do is start with a discount village. And then inside of my discount village range, I'm going to get my hero down, which is Striker Jones. Now, Striker Jones might seem like a weird hero pick for a boss fight like this, but I'll get more into my hero pick later. Off the start, though, I kind of want to get 3 discount villages down and just be mass discounting everything. Now, one other thing that's noteworthy about this boss challenge is, look at this, it's round 3. You might be looking at round 3 and saying, Brian, why is there an insane amount of balloons coming out? And the reason for the insane amount of balloons is because this boss fight has custom rounds. A custom round set, which has a lot more RBE than normal. So even though it's Chimps mode, you will be making significantly more income just from more balloons coming out. All right, so I'm now getting up my 3rd and final discount village. So this is gonna be really nice for us. We also have a ninja on the field, which helps us out early game defense because Striker Jones was getting a little bit overrun. And my whole plan here to get a really good least cash Chimps score for beating the boss is basically a ninja spam. Ninja spam late game with a ton of Bloonjitsu's Super Brittle Glue Strike can be really, really effective here. And I want to get 3 discount villages first because the ninjas benefit a ton from discounts. So now with this guy triple discounted, might as well upgrade him a little bit. And I think one other thing I'm going to get as well later is a helicopter with support Chinook. And that way I can place tons of ninjas in the triple discount range and then Chinook them into different positioning around the map. All right, I think we can finally kind of get into the reason why I chose Striker Jones, because Striker Jones definitely feels like a weird hero choice if you're just looking at this from an outside perspective, because I'm not using mortar or a bomb shooter in the strategy at all. And the reason behind Striker Jones is, one, defending the boss is going to be really difficult, but I think the main difficulty is going to be defending the regular balloons with the boss mixed in, because the regular balloons have a ton of Moab HP from the modifier. And for that reason, I need my ninjas to have really good pierce in the later game rounds, which Striker Jones provides. Striker Jones at level 8 gives the towers near the hero plus 25% pierce and plus 5% range, which both of those benefits are really great. If I brought something like Oben, for example, all of my towers in the range would get plus 5 range and plus 2 pierce, which is also great. But with the Bloonjitsus having a ton of Shinobi stacks later in the game, 25% pierce is a lot more than 2 pierce. So that's a lot more helpful. And then one other hero I was kind of thinking about bringing, but I decided not to, was Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn's heated up buff is also great late game. Gwendolyn would be giving my ninjas +1 pierce and +1 damage and lead popping, but I honestly still think Striker Jones is better than Gwendolyn and Oben. I think Striker Jones also has bigger range than both those heroes, so he'll be able to buff more ninjas late game as well. But you can see what I'm talking about with the AI balloons. Like, look at the amount of ceramics this round. There's just so much more RBE than typical. So we should be able to afford a decent amount of defense here for the tier 1 boss defense. Let's get our ninja in here now, though. All right, right there. Perfect. We'll start upgrading the second Bloon Jutsu. I think we get Caltrops in every Bloon Jutsu as well. The Caltrops are pretty nice and cheap, so why the heck not? And we'll start saving up for the third. There's the boss. Okay, so tier 1 boss has 12.5k HP, which is not nothing, but it's not that much in all honesty. Look at the amount of Moabs on round 40. This is exactly what I'm talking about with the dense rounds here. Kind of crazy. Okay. Let's get our third ninja down here. Perfect. We'll get jungle drums on this as well. Nice. And we'll start aiming for a fourth. All right. The boss is also extremely slow, so we'll have a ton of time to pop this down, which is also fantastic. It's moving at a snail's pace right now. I think 4 Bloon Jutsus is most likely enough for the boss defend, though. Well, actually, the ceramics, maybe not. Am I good here? No, I'm not. All right, I've got a plan for the ceramics this time, then. I'm probably going to perma-brew all my ninjas later in the game, so we might as well get a stronger stimulant early. That way, so we get just a little bit of brew to help us against this. Help us against these cerams. And it looks like that actually makes a huge difference, even though some of the brew is just landing on Striker Jones anyways. That does make a nice difference for us. And we are shredding these cerams. Not a problem here. Perfect. 4 skulls down. Actually, tier 1 boss is going down really easily. 12.5k HP is not much against 4 ninjas. I could buy a glue strike. I need this later in the game anyways, and this is going to help a lot against the ceramics. It'll slow them down, and it'll give me extra bonus damage, so we might as well use that. That is 100% a good buy. I got this under triple discount as well, so we love to see that. Everything should be good here. Wait. I don't have the glue strike ability available, but we're good against this last set, I think. Glue's helping us out. Oh, that got close. That got close. We're chilling, though. All right, round 49 here. We're actually making an insane amount of cash just from the normal balloons. So I now have enough for permanent brew. We might as well buy this. We're going to leave this guy uncrosspath, though, because crosspathing the permanent brew doesn't increase the strength of the brew at all. Buying faster throwing makes the brew throw faster on all of the targets, but that's not really a concern for us because we'll have more than enough time to brew every ninja throughout this boss challenge. So yeah. Right now, all I'm doing is getting Shinobis inside the triple discount range, which are all 0-3-1s. I don't think buying Caltrops is necessarily worth on Shinobis. And we'll see how the next tier goes. All right, here we go. Tier 2 boss fight. We have $43,000 on hand while we have a perma-brew in this amount of ninjas. The change in income from just the normal chimps is kind of nuts. I think I might as well buy Super Brittle here, right? I don't need Super Brittle to be in range of the villages when I buy it either, because it only discounts up to tier 3, so I'm not going to save myself any money there. But let's get our next ninja shifted over. I got some more Bloon Jutsus as well here with the Shinobi army. I kind of just want to place these very precisely to save as much space as possible. Perfect. And yeah, 75,000 HP should go down pretty quick with our ninja army, even though I don't have that many Shinobis yet. We only have 5 stacks on these guys. Oh, look at that. It's spawning BFBs. It's used glue strike here. Yeah, this is not... We are shredding this. Holy cow, look at this. Honestly, I think keeping the ninjas on strong is also best, because the ninjas have seeking. So the seeking will probably just clean up the ceramics anyways, and the mob class. We just want to focus the damage on Bloonarius and have the seeking clean up. And we are absolutely annihilating tier 2. A lot easier for us than tier 1 was. Maybe I should have some of them on first, in all honesty, or at least one of them. Just so we don't randomly die. No, we're good. That was easy. That was easy work for Ryan. Wait. Maybe not easy work. Holy cow. I'm sorry for talking smack to you, Bloonarius. I'm sorry. And can you guys guess what I'm going to do between tier 2 and tier 3 Bloonarius? That's right. I am just going to keep on building up Shinobis. Wait, I need to crosspath this guy first. Keep building up Shinobis. and moving them in here. Now, a lot of you guys are probably looking at my defense right now and thinking, Ryan, why do you not have a Grandmaster Ninja on your field? I'm actually not going to buy this, and it might seem really weird because Grandmaster Ninja is a fantastic upgrade. And the reason behind it is the Bloonjitsus are actually a lot more efficient defense if you have a ton of Shinobi stacks and like the damage buffs with the permanent brew, the super brittle, the glue strike, than the Grandmaster Ninja is. And here's kind of the math behind it. Buying Grandmaster Ninja doubles the attack speed of your Bloonjitsu, it throws 8 shurikens instead of 5, and it has 2 damage instead of 1, which sounds great on paper. But it costs 37.8k, which is like, I don't know the exact math on it, probably like 8 times the cost of a Bloonjitsu, especially when I'm discounting the Bloonjitsu a ton. And with it being about 8 times the cost, I think it's only roughly 2.5 to 3 times the strength if I have damage buffs in here, because the 2 damage of the Grandmaster Ninja goes up from 2 to 4 with our permanent brew, then it goes to 8 with our super brittle, 10 with the glue strike, while the Bloonjitsu will be doing 9 damage, so the +1 damage is pretty minuscule. The only benefits of the Grandmaster is the extra shurikens and attack speed, and I guess the range as well, but it's not worth 8 times the cost. Definitely not. Alright, and here we go. We have the next tier of the boss. I'd like to get a Shinobi moved in here right at the start. Perfect. Now, we have 500,000 HP here against tier 3, which is quite a bit. One other thing I could do is you can stack the super brittle and the embrittlement buffs, so I might as well add an embrittlement to the mix. There's no reason really not to. So we'll bring this guy over here. I did get the brew and the embrittlement as well, which is fantastic. And we use a glue strike. How are we looking? Oh, that spawns BADs now? That is actually, the insides are going to become an issue, I think, especially with the extra HP from the modifiers. I might need to get a bigger ninja army for this tier. I might not have been maximizing our ninja placements enough. We'll see. We are actually popping these BADs pretty quickly though, but I only have like 9 Shinobi stacks on these. I can try to get another Shinobi stack mid-boss defend. The only problem with this is it's kind of hard to get precise placements when, you know, giant blimps are covering half the screen. So maybe I just wait till we defend this tier. We are actually popping it pretty quickly though, all things considered. We only have 3 skulls remaining. I think we'll be okay. Glue strike again. Yeah, dude, the Bloonjitsus are so strong. Holy cow. Bloonjitsus need massive nerfs here. Only 1 skull remaining. I've spent about $194,000 right now as well. As I said earlier, my goal is under 300k. I think that would be a pretty solid score. The best scores on the leaderboard at the moment are like, I think 220, 230k, which sound ridiculous, but I'm pretty sure the best scores are taking a little bit of a different route as well. They're going druid defense with like an avatar of wrath and stuff, which I kind of want to try ninjas and see how it ends up working out, because I still feel like you can set a really solid score with ninjas. I wanted to be a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? All right, so one thing I've noticed here is I don't really have enough heli abilities to move all the shinobis I want between the boss fights. So one way I'm gonna solve this is by getting a sniper right here under triple discount. We'll build this into a main mob on last targeting, and this will stun 1 blimp at the back of the map. And the reason this is really good for us is because now the round's gonna be a lot longer. We can get more support Chinook abilities, but it's also gonna help us on boss fights, since I'll have to deal with less normal rounds during the boss fights. The rounds will be longer, less blimps will be on the screen. All right, and here we go. We've got tier 4 boss, 2 million HP. I think the tier 5 has 10 million if I remember correctly, so we'll have a big jump between those 2 tiers, but we're slowly building up our ninja army more. I have about 16 shinobi stacks on most of these ninjas. Some have a little bit less, but we'll definitely keep building those up while getting a couple more Bloonjitsus in here. I think I might go for like 1 or 2 more Bloonjitsus is the plan. So we'll get 1 right here as far left as possible and up as possible. Perfect. We want to keep most of these on strong as well. I think a lot of them are on first currently, which is probably unoptimal. And we'll use the glue strike ability. How's the boss damage looking? Honestly, not bad. We've already done 250,000. Oh, fortified BADs are getting spit out though. That is a problem. Okay. I think again, it's going to be the insides that are somewhat more difficult than the boss itself sometimes. I wonder if getting a glue storm is a good idea, or if I should just leave it as a glue strike. Glue strike also adds 2 damage similar to glue storm, but glue storm is going to keep on kind of gluing and have longer, better uptime. We'll see. I don't think I need Glue Storm for this tier, so I don't really need to worry about buying it. I'm pretty sure we'll be good against tier 4 with our setup. We're good against the DTs. We are. The Perma Brew allows all of our ninjas to pop lead, which is fantastic. Yeah, it looks like we're actually doing pretty solid. I think we, even just keeping like all the Bloonjitsus on strong, we just clean up the insides pretty easily here with just the Seeking. I still don't have 20 Shinobi stocks on most of them, or like any of them. So hopefully by tier 5, I'll have that set up. And the main mob also helps us out a ton because you can see we're still on round 102 here, which means we have to deal with a lot less overall balloons. Most of the blimps are just from Bloonarius himself. So yeah, this main mob is huge for us. And we only have 1.5 skulls remaining. We're going to keep on using that Glue Strike ability. The Super Brittle's helping out a bunch. How far did the boss actually make it? That's one thing I need to think about. The boss made it from here to here with 2 million HP down. So I definitely don't think I have 10 million damage yet, even if the boss travels the whole track length. But I think we'll be somewhat close with our current setup. We'd probably get like 6 million, I would guess. 6 or 7. So between now and the next boss fight, I'm definitely going to get more Shinobis in here. Try to get 20 stacks. We probably won't be able to get 20 stacks on every single ninja, but most of them at least. All right, I think this might be my final setup, guys. We'll see if this can beat the tier 5 boss. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think it's 14 Bloonjitsus. And then most of these have 20 stacks. There's a couple. I think this one has the lowest amount of stacks at 15, 18. But the majority of them have 20 stacks here. Yeah. And then we have the Super Brittle, the Embrittlement. So it's going to add +5 damage to them. We have the Glue Strike, which is going to add +2 damage. And we have the Permanent Brew as well, which is going to add another +2 damage. I could easily add a Cripple into here, which would add +5 more damage. And it would actually be in my budget as well, keeping it under 300k. But the thing with the Cripple is it's only going to cripple the boss itself. It won't help me at all for the other balloons. And I don't know if we necessarily need it. I think we'll run the boss fight with this setup. And then if we don't defend, I can buy a Cripple and probably defend. The boss defend is going to be happening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Let's go. Glue Strike off the start. Actually, the Glue Strike was probably really bad timing because nothing's really attacking right now, but it's fine. The damage will slowly rack up here. We'll just keep that Glue Strike off cooldown. And I gotta be ready to move the Super Brittle whenever it is necessary. Be ready with it. So far, we're cleaning up the ZOMGs and DTs fine that are getting thrown out. Let's move you here. Perfect. I'm kind of scared about the insides a little bit. Like, will we actually be able to clean everything up with all of my ninjas on strong? I'm not sure. Okay, I can move my Embrittlement now. I guess Embrittlement can go right here. We look like we're fine against that. Okay. We got some BADs coming out. We hit the first skull. We hit the first skull pretty quickly, though. That was good. I need to put ninjas on. Crap. Why did I let that happen? I don't know why I didn't just back out in time. Okay, this time around, we'll keep like 2 ninjas on first. Or I guess I could micro the targeting too. Maybe is the better play. I just need to be really cautious about this. Let's move the Embrittlement right about here. Perfect. Super Brittle's down here this time. I think this is a better Super Brittle spot. And we're about to hit the first skull. Now we Glue Strike. I don't think the Glue Strike even hit those BADs, to be honest. Okay, we're good. The amount of blimps here is ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. The amount of blimps is very scary. Glue Strike. This is why I was talking about maybe I need Glue Storm, because Glue Storm would help out a ton here. But our boss damage is actually looking pretty solid. We've already done over 2 million. All right, we hit another skull. There we go, 7.2 million HP. I actually feel like we might have over-defended, at least at the moment. I feel like we're doing damage a lot faster than I need to. Am I crazy for believing that? First. Okay, we're good, we're good. Just had to put one ninja on first against those DTs. That's the strength of one Bloonjitsu, dude. These ninjas have incredible power. We'll take it slow still. We're about to hit another skull, about to hit 6 million HP left. then we've definitely not gone 40% through the track. Now, the thing is, if the Bloonarius gets like all the way here, I might just be dead against the regular balloons though, because we won't have that much time to pop like the BADs and stuff. So we really don't have the entire track length to deal with this. I would die against the BADs. So we need to keep that in mind for sure. Okay, it's still in the super brittle and embrittlement range. I would like to move the super brittle now though. We'll put it here. It is going to get out of the Bloon Jutsu's range here soon, which I need to be careful about. Hopefully we hit the skull first. This is definitely one of the weakest points of our defense, right when the Bloonarius gets over here. Let's move our embrittlement over here as well. Perfect. We're still dealing really good damage though, because the seeking of the ninjas also can kind of seek to the Bloonarius, which is nice. Okay, we're good. 4.5 million HP left. I feel like I definitely over-defended this dude. I don't think I needed this many Bloon Jutsus and Shinobi buffs. I really don't think so. I probably could have done it with less. All right, where do I want to move the super brittle next? Maybe, can I fit it over here? Where is it? I feel like I can fit it here. Yep, there it is. Perfect. Nice. We have 4 million HP left, or 4.3 million. So we're more than halfway done. Blue Strike. You can see that some of these ninjas have like 6 million pops. That's absolutely ridiculous. The amount of pops these ninjas are getting. It's fantastic, you know? No complaints. Let's move our embrittlement over here as well, and our main mob is also helping us out a ton. We're still in round 122. Only 2 rounds have passed, and that's all due to this little main mob down here. Put you on first. Back to strong. Okay, we hit another skull. We need to be careful. Big fortified BADs incoming. First. We're trying this again. We'll put like 4 of them on first. I need to move this super brittle at some point soon. I'm going to wait for the BADs to pass the super brittle's range first, because I want the extra damage. And then I'm going to move the super brittle right about here. First. Don't die here. Blue Strike. First. Am I dead? I'm dead. I wonder how I can do this better. What if I just keep a lot of these on first from the get-go against the BADs? We still deal some boss damage even with all of them on first, so it's not that bad. Pop the BADs here. Stun. We're looking a lot better this time, I've got to say, with so many on first. Yeah, just deal with all of the insides. And now I can move the super brittle, and I can put a lot of them back on strong. That was clean. That was clean. We just gotta do some ninja targeting. That's all it comes down to. Our embrittlement's not currently hitting the boss, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna have to put him on first again here soon as well, because the boss is about to spew out a bunch of BADs. First. Let's move you up here. Let's glue strike this. We only have 1 more skull after this, so I'm pretty sure we're looking good. First on this as well. I'm gonna wait to stun. Defend those ZTs, so we stun the ZMGs now. Maybe back to strong. Glue strike again. Oh yeah, we're looking good now. We're looking very good. First. I would have died. Oh wait, when I restart, I go so far back, I forgot, because we are barely going through any rounds here, so... Man, that sucks. Okay. Well, maybe we just keep them on first for a longer duration then. I'm definitely being too greedy with the strong targeting. Alright, we're cleaning up a lot better this time. With all the ninjas on first. Okay, we're good. We're good. And we only have 1 more skull remaining, so I only have to deal with those BADs 1 more time. This is looking solid. We can put these back on strong for a little bit. Glue strike again. We're about to hit the last skull. Come on. Let's hit it. There it is. First. Any more that aren't strong? Not really. Glue strike. Oh, the firsts are all targeting the CMG in the front. That's not very good. I wasted a lot of damage there. What I'm actually going to do... I think I moved the super brittle here, to be honest. I need it for the BADs. As weird as that sounds, the boss is not a problem for us anymore. It's the BADs. I think that was a good super brittle move. And now we stun the ZMGs here. Now we can put the Shinobis on first as well. Why not? I think that was really smart what we just did. I like the play. I like the play. Because now this last 700,000 HP is not going to be difficult to get through at all. Well then, there you have it, guys. First ever Chimps Elite boss has been completed pretty much here. Actually, it wasn't even that difficult, especially because we have 335k more I could have spent if I really wanted to. We were obviously going for a good, at least, cash spent score. Now, 262,000, I definitely could improve upon this because, as you can see, we have a decent amount of track length left to pop the boss. I think I could probably pop the boss like over here and still stay alive against the B80s. I'm not sure, but I'm still pretty happy with the score. My goal was 300k, so we beat that by about $38,000, which definitely is pretty solid. And there you go. The boss has been completed. Let's see where we're at on the leaderboard. We're number 5. That's actually not bad at all. I'm pretty happy with that. Ninja Kiwi, this is getting ridiculous. So this week we have Lych. If you actually go into the boss, you can see it's on Bloody Puddles, which is often considered the hardest map in BTD6. Now, thankfully, due to the insane map, the boss has some decreased statistics, which will help us out. But again, the map is going to make this really difficult. And just like any boss event, I want to go for a leaderboard position. And looks like right now, top 10 is about $2 million. It's really early into the boss event, so I doubt my leaderboard position will stand well, but we'll aim for top 10. And don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy the content. It helps me out a lot. All right, here we go, guys. Yes, Bloody Puddles, absolutely insanely difficult map. We're gonna start with a Dart Monkey right here. And I actually brought a Dora, but I don't want to get a Dora down early. I'd like to get a farm down early. So let's get a farm down here. And we probably will use an ace to defend some of the early rounds is gonna be the idea. So we'll get an ace down and we can probably just put it on a Wing Monkey path. Perfect. But yeah, defending the normal balloons, I think it's going to be one of the hardest challenges of this, especially when Lych is on the screen kind of distracting all of my monkey's attacks. That is going to offer an interesting challenge. So we did actually bring a Dora for today's challenge. And the reason is I've done some research. I've asked around in Discord servers, and it appears the best strategy for this least cash boss is not actually using Paragons as one would probably think. It's a similar strategy to what I did on the Phayze boss video, if you guys saw that. And is this sun avatar spam with the sun temple. So we'll be kind of following that strategy here and seeing how we can perform. Don't get me wrong, like the ace paragon can defend the boss, but you can just do it cheaper with the sun avatars is what I've kind of learned. So yeah, plan here though, I think we'll get a 2-2-0 farm first, and then I'll get my a door down after it. Actually, the rounds are starting to get a lot more difficult. Maybe let's get a sniper first. A sniper has map-wide range, so it's going to be pretty effective on a map like this. So we'll get one of these down, and then I can get my door down next. Plus, the sniper is probably what I'm going to use to pop the first tier with the Elite Defender. Elite Defender is really good against Lych, because every time you pop a skull from Lych, it loses 1 life. So it triggers the Elite Defender passive, which makes the Elite Defender attack faster. All right, so I'm going to place a door. What's going to be the best placement? I could place it here. I think maybe like right here is going to be a decent spot. I'm not entirely sure. I wanted to hit all 3 lanes in the middle, but I don't think there's a placement that does that. If I give it like a range buff from the village, it will later. But we're not going to worry about that right now. Our plan will just simply be to save it for the Monkey Bank next. If I use a Door's level 3 ability, it does reach the outer lanes, which is good. So I can use this on the rounds where it's the 2 outermost lanes to help me out. All right, looks like I'm about to be able to afford this Monkey Bank here, which is fantastic. Do I sell? No, I don't sell something to get the Monkey Bank up. Selling is bad in these least cash things. I was thinking about selling my sniper to get it earlier, but then I spend more overall money getting the sniper back up, which get the Monkey Bank up now though. That's great. Start building some income in this guy. So even though the door can't see this right lane, it still can hit it because of the seeking projectiles, which is fantastic. I think now that I have the bank up though, it's time to start upgrading my sniper monkey a little bit to help me defend. So I'll probably get this into a 202 sniper. All right, round 30 is now over. Our bank is maxed out, so we're gonna collect this obviously. Now my question is, I can get the IMF alone ability, which I'm gonna buy. I need to IMF alone to my elite sniper for round 40. My question is, do I redeposit or do I upgrade the ace? Because I don't know how difficult this round is gonna be if I need to upgrade into a never miss, which is the plan with this ace. I think we can just run this round and see how it goes. Okay, it looks like we defend the round, which hopefully means I can redeposit without consequences. and maybe save up for the Never Miss now, because the rounds are definitely going to start to get very difficult. This round's not a problem. I think redepositing to the IMF was still worth. I don't know what the max capacity of the IMF is. I think maybe it's like 12.5k, so we're getting close to it. All right, I think I'm gonna collect my thing this round actually, because there's a lot of camo balloons this round, and without the Never Miss, I would leak way too much. So we'll just collect my IMF alone, no problem, and redeposit the money, because we still have 4 more rounds to make money before we have to defend the boss. All right, everything's about to go down here in a second. We've got a pretty much max collect available, and then we're going to IMF loan ability after that to afford our elite defender, and that should break down tier 1 for us. We've got, yeah, we'll get 10k from the IMF loan ability, so we'll have enough. All right, do I need to put this on first targeting is my question. Oh, let's get jungle drums. I'm not sure if I need to put this on first or if I could just keep it on strong. I'm not entirely sure. We'll keep it on strong for now. We are actually healing it a little bit, I think, from the E-Defender, like a passive ability. But even with the healing, it still should be able to deal with it, I'd imagine. We're going to redeposit some of my money then into the IMF loan, because I think we're good. Wait, what did I leak to? Did I lose all of my lives? Is that what happened? Did I leak too much? I might have leaked too much early game where the Lich just kills me with the skulls. Oh, you lose 11 lives. I was completely wrong. Oh no, I need to do the early game better. That actually sucks. Okay, well, we have to restart and leak less early game. All right, guys, we are back on round 40 to here, or I guess the end of round 39. So I'm going to collect you, and then we're going to start this off and get Elite Defender up. Hopefully, I have a little bit more lives this time. I actually don't even know if I have enough, though. I kind of am now looking at it and realizing maybe I still did not get enough lives. I'm going to actually Alk buff this Ace, though, in the corner. This shouldn't heal Lich, I would imagine. I put it far enough in the corner this time around where the buff is far enough away. 11 lives lost. I think we're good. I think we're good on life count. I am going to get a support Chinook up after this tier, so then we will be fine life-wise for the rest of the match. So we will need to life rejuvenate. It looks like we're defending. 3 skulls left. Come on. Let's use a door ability to help us out a little bit. Deposit our cash. We're almost through it. First. Okay, almost died. We're good. Strong. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect. All right, and with tier 1 popped now, what I would like to do is sell the Elite Defender, believe it or not, and get a farm on my field. And this will be a BRF. It's kind of my plan. A door ability this? Am I good here? I'm not. Wow. Okay, I need to keep the Elite Defender up for that then. I thought we'd be able to defend a Moab pretty easily. Oh well. Okay, right after this Moab comes through, wait for it. So you farm here, and I'll collect ability BRF. All right, perfect. All right, the plan now after we got the BRF up is to save for an overclock so we can overclock the BRF. Plus, that's going to contribute to my support sacrifice for the Sun Temple later. So this should work out fine for me. Let's use a door ability on this round because this round is looking a little bit spicy. I think we're good with a door ability though. Perfect. All right, we got the cash out now, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna get the overclock up, and I'll overclock my BRF. I also got a second never miss targeting now, just because 1 was not consistent enough. I was having a lot of issues against some of the AI rounds, but 2 should be pretty solid, I'd imagine. Let's get stronger stimulants alchemist to buff them as well. Can I get a village to buff the income of these guys? I can. Okay, so we are gonna go that and get a monkey city here, and it's gonna buff the income of my farm and my heli. Perfect. And now I feel like we've got a pretty good money generation coming in with my overclocked BRF with the village buff and my heli. And for the next tier of Lich, we are actually going to use sniper once again. We're going to be using a cripple this time. I should also probably just remove these obstacles. Why have I not done that already? I feel like it's a smart decision. But yeah, cripple 502. This does actually a lot of mob class damage, and it's going to debuff the boss, so then I can use like a sun avatar or destroyers to have a lot of projectiles, which will be effective. All right, so what we'll do, since I don't have enough, is I'll sell Never Miss, collect. I am a little bit off, so let's get a little bit of money, and now we collect. Perfect, I got it up now. All right. This won't solo it alone, though, I'm pretty sure. So what I'm going to need to do is get, like, probably Destroyer is the most effective cheap defense I can get, if that makes sense. First, for a little bit. Strong. Okay, a little bit of target micro necessary, but we're good. I get Bowl of Light here in a second. That's going to help out cleaning up the AI balloons. Can I overclock this? Or does that, I don't think that heals since it's far away. We gotta do first targeting on my sniper for a lot of the damage, for a lot of the souls that it, like for a lot of the Moabs that it creates, and then I need to do strong after the Moabs are gone. This is the way this kind of has to go down. First. Am I good? Strong. Okay, we don't die. Somehow. We're hanging on here. I might have done it. I might have just done it here. Wait, round 63. Oh, round 63 is a problem. No. Maybe I just restarted fully. All right, I think I might have done it this time. We're almost dying to camo balloons. I need my heli to pop these. I have two ricochets this time against round 63, so hopefully this defends. Round 63. Yeah, we look like we're good. All right, please defend, please defend. Overclock you. Strong. Man, this has been rough. I'm not gonna lie. This is really difficult. The amount of micro I have to do to pop this Lich down with my heli, sniper targeting on first to clean up the insides and all of that. But we did finally take it down, so that's great. I feel like I'm not really making enough money right now, so the next plan farming-wise, honestly, might just be a second BRF. And then we can get 2 overclocks for both of these. Because if I was struggling against that tier, I feel like we'll struggle even more against the next tier. You know what I mean? So we'll get 2 overclocked BRFs here. They're both in the range of the village too, so that's going to increase their income quite a bit. Alright, so we're going to get my Sun Avatar up now, and the Sun Avatar is going to be right here, but I don't want it to sacrifice the heli. Basically, I want my Sun Temple sacrifice these villages, the engineer, and one of my banana farms. And that should be a 50k support sacrifice according to my calculations. So what I'm going to do then is move it like right here. Alright, right here should be good for the sacrifices I want. I moved it with the heli. Okay. We're keeping the cripple, by the way. The cripple is something we're going to keep the entire game. That's super important just for increased damage and all of my stuff. So no reason not to keep that around. Around 78 camo ceramics could be a problem. I don't know if my 2 cleansing foams from the overclocks have enough decamo. Are there 78 camo ceramics though in this? Because it's different round set. There are. Okay. I might be good with the heli play. I think I'm chilling. All right, perfect. Good defense. Re-overclock you guys. So yeah, I don't actually have enough money for the Sun Temple, and with the Sun Temple, when you get extra defense alongside of it is a bit of a problem. So what I can do though is sell this. We'll collect you. I'll sell the BRF. It sucks that I have to sell this stuff because I spent extra money on it, and obviously this is least cash spent, but I guess it is what it is. And then this Sun Temple should get all the sacrifice I need. I have 26k now, and with that, we can get 1, 2, 3 of these, and a Sun Avatar in here. I also should get camo detection on my stuff. We'll get Sun Avatar to range, and then I'll get a camo village right here. Something else I should probably grab is a glue storm, which can be triple discounted. Right when the round starts, I am going to use I'm a lone ability and go crazy. Let's go. I'm ready. This is on strong, right? Blue strike. Let's get up an embrittlement. Perfect. Let's move you down to free some space for another super monkey. Something else I could grab as well is destroyers. Destroyers do a lot of damage. Maybe I grab those instead of super monkeys, because super monkeys are a little bit more expensive. Destroyers I can scale faster into aircraft carriers or something. I completely forgot about my special operations guy. Let's use him. Maybe right here. Keeps on strong. Get another destroyer up. Let's use the glue strike. We can get another one up here soon. Alright, we're slowly but surely dealing with this. First. Don't die. I think I would have died there. What I can do then against the ghost Moabs and get a Moab glue on each side. Because the Moab glue does hit them, which is nice. Pop them. Nice. Okay, we popped them. Perfect. Back on strong. I don't know if we pop this, to be honest. Our damage is not looking great right now. Ball of light. Keep using these support. Keep using these abilities. Aircraft carrier. Let's move this guy down here. Embrittlement. Perfect. Blue strike. We're good against all the ghost Moabs. We're fine, we're fine. It's gonna be so close, dude. Come on, pop, pop, pop. Please pop. No. Alright, second try is the charm, ladies and gentlemen. We are going at this again. Maybe get up another aircraft carrier. Let's use Bowl of Light here. Blue strike. We're so close. I just need to beat the Lich Soul from this one, and then I'm good. Beat the Lich Soul. I think we did it. I think we did it. Blue strike. Oh my gosh. Finally, dude. Tier 3 goes down. That was way too hard. That was way too hard. And I need to farm more going to the next tier for sure. Like, I still am not making enough money. One thing I can do is get up a Monkey City and move this in the range. And this will give me more cash per pop from a lot of things, which is helpful for money generation. And then on top of that, maybe honestly just get another farm back up. I need more money going to the next tiers. So we're going to do this. I have to make sure to keep on using my crates too from the heli. And what I should do now that I have the BRFs up is start getting up Sun Avatars slowly but surely inside of the triple discount range and moving them around the map kind of with my heli. Because I'll just get Sun Avatar spam going into the next tier. This might not have been the best spot for my heli now I think about it, because it is kind of blocking some Sun Avatar spots, but it's hard to think of that so far forward from when the point I placed the heli, you know what I mean? Now, the reason we're not using like something like a Cold Arms Village or a Homeland Defense, which obviously is super effective normally, is because it's Lich and that heals Lich. So that's why I haven't been doing that. We're basically just gonna do Sun Avatars with debuffs, like Ice, Glue, Sniper. All right, DTs this round. It should not be a problem. Yeah, we're good. Making sure all these Sun Avatars have Jungle Drums and Camo Detection as well is part of my plan. All right, I've got a better feeling about this tier compared to the previous one. I think we would do better, but going into it, let's just get aircraft carrier in all of these. I don't think it'll be as hard, is basically my idea, because I have so many Sun Avatars this time. I have a lot more money. Let's move my cripple away so I get the elk buff on it. I don't need the extra money from the cripple anymore. And yeah, let's start using my abilities. Let's get this into an aircraft carrier as well, probably. Yes, first skull's already down. This is good. Another aircraft carrier. I can Chinook this guy down here, maybe. Okay, we almost went down against a DT. That was kind of crazy. We're fine. Let me turn down the effects. I probably should have done this a while ago, so I can actually see what's going on. Yeah, that is a good idea. Oh my gosh. DT's almost got me. I need to get carrier flagship as well to buff all of my aircraft carriers. That's important. Let's move the Super Riddle down here. Let's actually make this a Glue Storm too. Would probably be a good idea. We'll sell one of these. Bowl of Light. Another Sun Avatar here. I guess the Sun Avatar is only one discount, but that's fine. It's not a huge deal. The DTs that this thing spawns are a little bit scary. I think we're good against this tier though. Use Glue Storm when it pops. Against the DTs. Yep, good. And ladies and gentlemen, tier 4 has been popped. That's great. Okay. We just have one tier left. One tier remaining. So going into this final tier, fill all the water space with aircraft carriers pretty much is the plan. At least all the water space that's inside of my Sun Temple's range. because I have a carry flagship up, so that also buffs them more. All right, so looking at this, I've got 926k spent. I'm obviously going to spend a decent bit on sacrifices for last tier, but I wonder if I can do this under $1 million. That would be pretty good, and I think that gives me a really good leaderboard position as well. So that would be the plan here. I think this will be the last Sun Avatar I go for, ladies and gentlemen. That puts us at 974,000 spent. And then the rest of the money will be into sacrifices, which I can actually just sacrifice some of the random stuff I have around the map. That doesn't really deal much damage. Like the Alk buff in the bottom right, this never miss targeting. My IMF alone farm. Like stuff I had early. Because then I don't have to spend additional money on sacrifices. You know what I mean? Now, question of the day is, can I actually beat the last tier of Lych? All right, here we go, guys. I already used a blood sacrifice, and let's go. Let's see how this goes. Lych is out. Wait, too much stuff going on. Pretty much off. All right. Where's my super brittle? Right up here. Okay, perfect. Let's use these abilities off the rip. I can track this blood sacrifice ability, so I obviously want to reset it every time it comes back. So we'll be planning on doing that. 12 million HP. Wait, what is healing it? Oh, it's the Alk buff. Oh, no. Okay, so we'll sell this Alk buff then. Can't have Lych being healed. Now, if this does not work, I have 100k more I can spend. I have 100k on hand, so I bet we'll be able to beat it either way. But under $1 million spent, under $1 million total spending would be great, if that's possible. Okay, when's that blood sacrifice going to run out? We got 2 skulls down so far, which is a good sign. All right, when's blood sacrifice going to run out here? There, it just ran out. Sacrifice again. Perfect. We're dealing some really good damage here. This is fantastic. Bowl of Light. Ability. All right, next thing I sacrifice will be the IMF alone, I think. So that'll be the plan. I need to keep using the Special Operations ability. I kind of forget about that. It doesn't really do much damage at this point, but it is something I should be using either way. I don't even know if I have enough damage here, to be honest. It's not looking great damage-wise. I thought I'd be doing more. All right, sacrifice it. Perfect. Bowl of Light. Yeah, we're going to need to really clutch up these last couple skulls to make this happen. Oh, wait, my super brittle was not moved. That is a big problem. I did not even think about that. Well, that's probably why I'm not doing as well as I thought. Yeah, super brittle. I mean, we'll move it now, but I'll most likely have to restart this with moving the super brittle alongside. I don't think we'll pop it because of my mistake. That +4 damage is monumental. We might actually still do this, though. Wait a second. Sacrifice you. Oh, that was so close. Come on. Don't die. I might have done it this time. Glue Strike. Ability. Please, please, please defend. It's so close, guys. It's so close. We're at 990,000 spent. We will be under $1 million if this works. Maybe move a top Sun Avatar because these aren't attacking. Please. Sacrifice one of the top Sun Avatars. We did it. We did it. 990,000. I think that's a pretty dang good score for the first full run I've done of this boss. Oh man, that was difficult though. There was so many close points in that run. Where are we on the leaderboard with this position? Let's see. 990,000. Puts us in 3rd place, ladies and gentlemen. That is actually insane. 678k is absurd, by the way. I guess Frosty probably used a similar strategy to me with 979, I'd assume, but 678 is nuts. This might be the most difficult boss BTD6 has ever had. It's DREADBLOON, but if you look at the modifiers for the boss, it has 200% health and 500% boss speed. Now this boss fight is so ridiculous, the guide channels that normally disable Monkey Knowledge are all using it for this week. So today, being the insane person I am actually going to disable Monkey Knowledge and see if we can take down this boss using all 8 Paragons. Let's hop right into it. And if you guys have been enjoying the content, please consider hitting that subscribe button. A ridiculous percentage of my viewers are not subscribed, so thank you for subscribing. All right, so thankfully we're given 2,900 starting cash, which is enough for a Dart Monkey, Benjamin, and a banana farm, which is pretty solid. I definitely would have more greed if Monkey Knowledge was enabled, because I think Monkey Knowledge gives you another like 200 bonus and the Dart Monkey would have been free. Plus, my Benjamin would already be level 3 as well. But restricting Monkey Knowledge is going to give us a nice little challenge here, on top of the already huge challenge of beating a Dread Balloon that's 10 times the strength as it normally is. I think this is the strongest, like, the most modified boss the game has ever had. Like, the strongest modified boss. Don't quote me on that, I might be wrong. But I don't think I've seen a 10x strength boss before. Off the start, though, the plan is pretty simple. We are going to try getting the Monkey Bank as soon as possible because we do have Benjamin, which is going to buff our bank's income quite a bit. So we want to do a 220 farm. This is going to be upgraded into the bank, and a 202 farm. This one's going to be sold once I have about 1250 on hand, and I'll get that bank here early. Get the bank up. Perfect. And we'll start making some income in here. This is exactly what we want. Now, something I forgot to mention here is that I am doing it in ranked mode. As you can see, it's least tiers this week, and I've got 16 tiers spent so far. I'm not playing for a good ranked score. The reason I'm doing it in ranked is so then powers are banned, because I want to make sure this runs authentic for you guys, so you guys know I don't cheat at any point. The powers are banned, I can't use any powers. Alright, we're going to use Benjamin level 3 ability here though. I might need to buy more defense. We are starting to leak a little bit, and I'm down to 29 lives as well. I'm really just trying to greed as many farm upgrades as possible off the start. Okay, so the bank can only store 7,000 when full without Monkey Knowledge. So it actually might be worth for me to collect it right now and then upgrade to an IMF alone. And that way we didn't miss out on extra interest, because it would have overproduced that round. It would have went over the 7,500. Now, another difference with the no Monkey Knowledge is I can't deposit into the IMF alone. My plan here is basically IMF alone into a Monkeyopolis village. It's a pretty good early game farming route, and that should work out well for me. Now, I think there's lead balloons that come out next round for Dread Balloon. So let's try to work towards a sled to gold here. All right, sell the Dart Monkey, and we'll get the sled to gold here. Perfect. And now we'll start making some money from the lead balloons. Yeah, there's a lot more lead balloons that come out for a Dread Balloon than just regular bosses. So lead to gold should be a really good money maker for me. And now that I have that bought, for the next thing, do I want to get a balloon trap coming in? I think a balloon trap would be a pretty smart decision. So we'll get a double gun first. All right, my question is, if I put the trap here, does this actually collect balloons? I'm hoping it does. Later, the engineer can get more range from a village, but it actually does reach. Okay, that's perfect. And this way, the lead to gold can hit the lead balloons first, and the regular balloons can just enter my trap pretty easily as well. This is working out well for us. Soon, though, we're going to have the maxed out IMF alone, and we'll be cashing that out into the Monkeyopolis, obviously. I think it's after this round. Okay. Collect you, upgrade this. I cost 3,000 for Monkey City, and it's gonna cost 5,000 for the Monkeyopolis, which is 8,000 in total. I'll have the money for it with the IMF loan ability. So right when the round starts, I'm gonna use the IMF loan ability and upgrade the village. Perfect, just like that. Honestly, I'm liking where our farms are looking going into the tier 1 boss. I feel like we're doing pretty good. Now, one thing I should probably start getting is a support Chinook. Being able to Chinook my Sticky Bomb around and just Chinook stuff later in the match is going to be really helpful as well. So we'll start saving for that. Hopefully I can get this up soon. We can blow back these ceramics to the trap as well. Make some more money from them. Alright, now we have the first boss. I really don't have much money on hand, do I? But I'll make a lot of money while the boss is kind of out. Come on, let's get the Sticky Bomb here soon. Perfect. I really don't know how I want to deal with this first boss. Sticky Bomb should be decent, but I need to Chinook it. Maybe getting the Sticky Bomb in the village range was not the play, because I'm missing out on so much damage right now. Yeah, it's going to be a challenge. We can move the Sticky Bomb now. I am making money really quickly here, though, which is solid. I'm making money very quickly. I think we'll go for a Spike Storm next. Sticky Bomb and Spike Storm should be pretty decent for early damage. And then we can go for a Moab Eliminator as well. We'll start saving up for that. How are we looking damage-wise? The Moab Eliminator will be for after we get through the primary immunity, basically. We just need to get through that primary immunity, and then I should be taking down this Dread Balloon pretty quickly. Okay, we're almost through the primary immunity now. I think once I get through the primary immunity, I'm going to sell the Spike Storm. Sell now, and we'll get our Moab Eliminator up here in a second. Come on, Eliminator. Perfect. This should do really solid damage. We're going to move the sticky bomb as well, and we might as well get jungle drums on my village. All right, how's the damage looking right now? Make sure to use that mobile eliminator ability whenever it comes back. It's got a very quick cooldown, which is nice. Honestly, I probably need some more damage towards the top end, so we can go for a couple tack shooters and an embrittlement. I don't know how to deal with these rock balloons, to be honest. Maybe more overdrives? Sell a farm. Move the mobile eliminator up a little bit here. Come on. Okay, we actually got down to the last stage. This is good. I just gotta deal with the rock balloons and everything. This boss is proving to be really difficult. But so far we're hanging on somehow. Maybe get a sniper here too. This could be pretty good against the rock balloons. Let's use the last mobile eliminator ability. And the boss should go down. Perfect. Alright, we took down tier 1. That wasn't that bad, in all honesty. Now, we had to sell some farms to do it. My farms definitely are suffering a little bit here. But let's start working to get our farms back. We can get a favorite trades here in a second. And then with favorite trades, let's actually pop this last rock balloon first. We have 2 rock balloons left here. Pop this last one, and now I can sell you, get a BRF up, get another BRF up, and I might as well start working towards a overclock for these guys. So we still actually don't have that bad of farms, in all honesty. And we defended the first tier of the boss, that's good. Now I also have the goal of getting all 8 Paragons here, so I think for tier 2 boss, we should try to get up a Dart Paragon if possible. We have to farm hard going into tier 2, obviously. I think we'll do 3 BRFs and then upgrade a BRF to a Banana Central. It's going to be my farming plan here. I want to be overclocking all the BRFs as well. All right, this farming setup I've got here is actually really good. I have a Spike Factor in the front, which pops Mob class balloons. And if the Mob doesn't get hit by Trojan, the ceramics get eaten by my traps. And if balloons get through my traps, my heli blows back the balloons back into the area. So we're actually making a lot of money here, and I should get my Banana Central sometime soon, which will be really nice. All right, I think after this round, I'll have the Banana Central money. Or even maybe mid this round. One sec, we're almost there. So you, Banana Central has been bought. Round 57, we still have 3 rounds till the boss comes out as well, which is huge. All right, here we go. I've got tier 2 boss. I've got 22k on hand, which isn't much at the moment, but I'll make money really quickly here. So what's the overall plan? I think we're gonna get a Snowstorm, believe it or not, right here. And then this is where I'm gonna have my Dart Paragon, just kind of in the center of the map. Dart Paragon has really good range. All right, and we'll send out the boss. Now, currently, I don't have like any boss defense, but again, I'll make money really quickly to the point where I should be able to afford something soon. We basically need to get through this primary immunity, and then after that we get through the primary immunity, we can get through all 3 other immunities with our Dart Paragon, is the idea. So to get through the primary, probably go for an MAD is my guess. Is going to be the most effective thing. MAD should work out pretty well for us. And we can Alk buff it too. And then we can overclock the MAD as well. Alright, we almost have enough. Now we got the MAD up. Perfect. Overclock you. MAD ability. This should do some solid damage. It's not doing as much as I would have liked, but I think it should be enough still. So we don't have enough for the Dart Paragon currently. The MAD is actually immune at the moment, so might as well sell that. Let's get up a Plasma Monkey fan club here soon. And this will actually give us pops towards the Dart Paragon, which is also kind of nice. We love to have pops. Because ideally, I get up a degree 20 Dart Paragon. That's the goal. These balloons are getting through. I can get the Dart Paragon ability here again in a second. Alright, we're good. We didn't die. That's important. Alright, we're almost got another fan club ability. Use it now. So let's go for a boat. I'm gonna have to sell some farms. Sell that. Sell that. Sell you, sell you. Apex Plasmaster. What degree do I get? 24. I'll take it. Does this solo? It should. And it looks like it is. It looks like it's solo. Okay, get our farms back. Do I sell the Apex Plasmaster or do I keep it? That's the question. And I'm honestly thinking about keeping it. If I want to get all 8 Paragons, I think keeping it's the best play. And just farm hard now. With it on the field. Alright, we're on the next boss now. We've got pretty good farms, 124k on hand. Now, I think we're going to run into the same issue we had last time, where I have to break down the primary immunity, and then the Dark Paragon should be able to solo the rest, even for tier 3. So the plan for the primary immunity is I'm going to go for a support temple here, which might seem a little bit weird, but what it will do is give a lot of buffs to towers. And when this round starts, I think I'm going to spam ninjas, because I'd like to start getting some ninja pops anyways. And ninjas do actually pretty good damage if you get a shinobi army. Need to be smart about this though. I also want to keep overclocking my farms, obviously. Making as much income as possible is very important throughout this entire game. Alright, let's get a Master Bomb on our side. Perfect. We'll also get a Grandmaster Ninja. And now I'll start spamming Shinobis. Again, this can be transformed into a Ninja Paragon later. I'm not going to get the Ninja Paragon for this tier. That'd be way too expensive. And there's not really a cheap Paragon that I can get that's a non-primary Paragon as well. So I feel like we need to do a kind of unorthodox way of defending the primary immunity. I need to get some damage buffer in here as well. So we can go for like a cripple probably. Wait on the homeland. I want to get this cripple up first. There we go. How's the damage looking? Not as good as I would have thought, to be honest. I don't have a huge ninja army as part of the problem. You need to place like a ton of ninjas for ninjas to start being good on defense. We might still be good enough to get through this though. Hopefully we are. I can get a super brittle on our side at this point. And get an embrittlement as well. And get a glue strike on top of that. Alright. Keep overclocking the farms. Homeland defense. Glue strike. Actually, the damage is starting to look a little bit better. I'm not going to lie. We're starting to get some solid damage in here. I guess we can Ultra Boost our Grandmaster Ninja. I don't know if we have enough, though. I need something strong. Okay. I guess we can get a MAD in here last second. Maybe this can clutch up. We just need to get through this immunity, and then hopefully Dark Paragon can do some good work. Alright, Dark Paragon. You are now able to help us out. Please help us, Dark Paragon. I'm begging. While you're doing your thing, I'm going to keep farming. Keep spamming the BRFs. Might have Dark Paragon with too big of a task here. I think I left Dark Paragon too large of a task, guys. Oh, that's so unfortunate. We almost have it too. Wait. Unless Dark Paragon can clutch up. The damage is going to be insane over here because there's a wall at the back. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Alright, so attempt 2. I'm going to do the support temple once again, but I'm not going to do a ninja army this time. I think we'll just go for strong 5th tiers like the MAD Flying Fortress, and we'll overclock them. And then last but not least, we should get a homeland defense. And I'm thinking this can pop the primary immunity is my guess. It's not about popping the primary immunity, it's also about popping it fast. Like, we want to pop it fast enough to give our Apex Plasmaster time to deal with everything else. I think we'll be good. We've got half the skulls remaining. But these are going to be the easiest skulls by far. Keep overclocking my farms. Last skull. We definitely do this. I think we sell the MAD in all honesty. I'm going to sell these. I'm going to trust in my Dark Monkey because we want to get more farms in the field. Farming as hard as possible, super important. I wish I could use farmers, dude. Not having farmers is the most annoying part of not having powers here. I'm not going to lie. Dark Paragon souls that though. We're good. Alright, and this is what my farming setup's looking like, guys. We got something pretty crazy going on. Maximizing the money is huge because I'm probably going to aim for 3 Paragons for the next tier. We might be able to do with 2, but we'll see. I only have 1 Paragon right now, and my goal was to get 8, which actually is not looking that good. I'm going to need a lot of money. We probably won't be able to get high degree Paragons if I get all 8, but just having 8 Paragons on the screen would be pretty insane. We've got round 100 coming up for the next round, so let's overclock all my farms before the round starts. And I think the Paragon I'd like to go for is the Engineer Paragon. And since we have so many overclocks already down as sacrifices, we should be able to get a pretty high degree here. Let's see. 34. I wonder if I can get a degree 40 if I go spend a little bit of money on the slider. All right, what if I spend 250,000 on the slider? Will this give me degree 40? I think it should be probably close. 40 on the dot. All right, perfect. Now the question is, can the Engineer and Dart Paragon solo tier 4? I don't know. I have enough money for another Paragon if it doesn't. And I honestly could get like a really low degree submarine Paragon. We're not going to be able to get every Paragon degree 20 to 40, so we can buy a late Nautic Siege Core if it comes down to it. Let's see how we do. Also, one other thing I should do before the boss is sent out is start working towards a Grand Saboteur to get pops for a Ninja Paragon. That's important. Okay. Grand Saboteur has been bought. Perfect. Oh wait, we need to place the Engineer, guys. That's actually probably the most important thing to do. All right, there's like a bunch of things I need to do. I need to collect bananas. I need to overclock farms. I need to place the sentries. I need to find where my cursor is sometimes. Overclocking farms is such a pain, dude. But it's so important if you're trying to make as much money as possible. Okay, we broke down the first skull, or the first shield, rather. Now we're trying to deal with the skull. I feel like I need another Paragon in here. Obviously, the first skull is going to take some of the longest time because our Apex Plasmaster is not attacking. So I guess that needs to be taken into consideration. All right, now we're on military immunity. I think after we get through a military immunity, I go for a Nautic Siege Core. Is the plan. And honestly, I'd like to get a decent degree on the Nautic Siege Core if possible. So what I can do is get a Lord of the Abyss on our side. Dude, microing everything is like straight up impossible while collecting the bananas. This is actually very frustrating. I'm not going to get a good degree Nautic Siege Core, am I? Let's go for it. I don't really want to spend money on it either. I need money for the later Paragons. Alright, we got it up. How's the damage looking? We got degree 6. It's not very high, is it? But, I mean, it's doing something at least. I don't know if this is enough. The last skull is going to be difficult. And the Nautic Siege Core ability takes so unbelievably long to come around as well. That's the problem we're running into. Yeah, we're going to die here. We're going to get close, though. We're definitely getting close. We've done almost 2 million damage with the Nautic Siege Core 2. It's almost there. Dang, okay. Alright, to ensure we pop the boss this time around, I am going to get a degree 20 submarine Paragon as early as I possibly can. So, I've actually sold my temple and built up a little bit of a submarine army on the left here. And I'm hoping this will work out pretty well for us. I've actually got enough for my submarine Paragon right now, but I'd like to make a little bit of extra cash because I think I need to put a little bit of money into the slider to get it. Alright, here we go. Let's get it up. What degree do I get? Should be 20. 32 actually. Okay, that we spent. Wait, that's too high. What is it going to be with no cash spent? Oh, that actually gives me 20. Okay, that's what I want. All right. Because if I want to get all 8 Paragons, spending money in the slider is bad for me, right? So this is a better case. Okay, we're on the last one. We're on support immunity, so that means our Engineer Paragon can't help out anymore. Keep overclocking the farms. All right. Are we going to get through this here? We should. The degree 20 early submarine Paragon should be the difference for us. Oh crap, it's actually looking like it might not be. Oh no. Is it going to be enough? Come on, give me the ability. That's so annoying, bro. Like, what the heck? I can retry last round and maybe make a difference with something. I don't even know what I'd buy. What do I buy? What can I even buy anything that's going to help me out at this point? Okay, Master Bomber? Grand Saboteur? Sell? Ascended Shadow. Please. Please. I did it. Okay, well, we got through tier 4, and I have what? I have 4 Paragons on the field now. Okay. I just wanted to beat that tier, I'll be honest. I didn't want to restart the entire thing again. We got to do this with a degree 1 Ninja Paragon in a pretty awful spot. But I have faith. All right, a tip I remember is the Paragons that have abilities, it's better to get them around before the boss comes out. So I'm going to get my Ace Paragon right now. So then I have my Ace Paragon ability available when the boss comes out, if that makes sense. All right, and this should be everything I need for the Ace Paragon. So let's get the Goliath Doom Ship up. I'm not going to put any money into the slider. Okay, actually, this would have been a degree 39 Ace Paragon, so I'm going to put 55,000 into the slider. or about 60,000. That should give it degree 40. Thanks to the Paragon calculator. Okay, perfect. Missing out on that 1 degree could be really costly. Now, the next Paragon we're going to get is going to be the Wizard Paragon. So we'll start preparing that, since I want the Wizard ability ideally before the boss comes out. And for the Wizard Paragon, I want to get degree 20, which is 45,000 in the slider here. So we'll spin that. Oh, it actually gave me 22. I don't know how that messed that up, but oh well. We'll take it. Now, which Paragons am I missing here? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing Boomerang and Boat currently. I guess we might as well get our Boat Paragon right now. So what I'm going to do for that is get the Lord of the Abyss up with as much range as possible, and then we'll fit as many boats as possible in here. Okay, the annoying part about the Lord of the Abyss is the actual range is not the water range, so I can't place boats like right here, even though it looks like I should be able to. So this is the amount of boats I can fit. Okay, so for the Navigator of the Seas, I need to put 150,000 in the slider for degree 20. That should give me degree 20. 23, actually. Okay, the Paragon calculator I'm using is wrong, apparently. And then now we will sell off everything. I unfortunately have to keep my Lord of the Abyss here, so I can't move around a favored trades Buccaneer, which would be nice. So I'm not going to get increased sellback on like any of this. I guess it is what it is. All right, here we go. I've sold everything, and I actually am not going to put all the money into the Glaive Dominus, even though this is the last Paragon. I have a plan here. So I'm going to do 15,000 in the Glaive Dominus, which is going to give me at least degree 20 here. Degree 25, actually. And then this Ninja Paragon's only degree 1. So my thought here is I'm going to sell the Ninja Paragon and actually replace it and get a high degree Ninja with the rest of my money, or at least as high of a degree as I can possibly get. So let's do that. All right, here we go. We've got 20 Ninjas. Let's max out the slider. And what degree do I get on the Ninja Paragon? 36. Oh, if I got 40, that'd actually be pretty nice. We have a degree 25 Boomerang, 40 Engineer, 24 Dart, 22 Wizard, 20 Sub, 36 Ninja, 40 Ace, and 20 Boat. Is this enough to pop Dreadbloon? Is all 8 Paragons enough? The question is about to be answered. Let's send her out. Not exceed core ability early. I am going to target the Ace Paragon ability here and use this. I want to kind of keep the Ace... Ideally, I keep the Ace kind of centered on top of the boss. It's kind of hard to do it without the Wing Monkey targeting. It makes it more difficult. But this will maximize the Ace damage. Alright. Let's use the Ace Paragon ability again here. Wizard Paragon ability as well. Alright. We got through the primary immunity quickly. Military immunity is going to be the hardest though, for sure, because military immunity is 3 of my Paragons. Wizard, it's the Submarine, Ace, and Boat. So it's going to take a long time to deal with. Hopefully I get the Metamorphosis ability back from my Wizard back soon. That does a lot of damage. I'd like that to help me get through some military immunity, is the plan. I have a little bit of extra cash, so I might as well, I guess, start saving up for a cripple. Could be good. Oh, dude, this military immunity is taking so long to get through. I don't know if I beat this boss, to be honest. All 8 Paragons might not actually be enough. At least without Monkey Knowledge. I know Monkey Knowledge does help the Paragons a little bit with Paragon of Power and stuff. Okay. I need this Metamorphosis back. The boss is going fast now. Come on, deal good damage. It's looking rough. Cripple is now up. That's good. Come on, we're almost popped it. Ace Paragon ability. All right, we got through the hardest immunity now. That's big, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this. Come on, Ace, stay on top of it. Soon here I get my Sub Paragon ability back, which would be huge. Come on, Sub ability. Wait on the Ace ability, wait on it. I want to keep it on the rock layer as long as possible, kinda. Now we Ace ability as well. We want to get through this quickly while the boss is moving fast. Come on, Submarine Paragon, work. Use your ability. I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead, dude. I'm so dead. Oh my gosh. We got it down to the last skull too, but we're gonna go down here. There's no way 8 Paragons is not enough. That's so crazy. That's actually ridiculous. I know you probably need like a degree 60 Ace Paragon is what it comes down to. Higher degree Paragons, and getting multiple Paragons kind of hurts your chances at that. But dang, I really thought we'd be able to do this. How close are we? Oh, we don't even get it down through the rock layer here, do we? Yeah, I don't think we can beat that. Well, unfortunately, this video has ended in a fail. It was too difficult of a task to get all 8 Paragons with no monkey knowledge and beat this crazy Dreadbloon. Let me know your thoughts on this challenge in the comment section down below. Here's the pop counts of everything for someone curious, but Dreadbloon this week is absolutely crazy. I'm like out. Peace, guys. Have a good one. And if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to check out this video YouTube wants you to see.